card? You want to do second? All right. Mm-hmm. Ruth. All right. You ready? You want music while we read? Ruth chapter 10, verse 1 through 10. How not get overextended in real estate. Christ, your all amazing. Thank you for your goodness. Thank you, King Jesus, that you have shown that part of wisdom is being a person that depletes their privilege and helps the community. And the wicked person hurts the community to bring themselves up. May we take whatever powers and privileges we have and help our community. Thank you, King Jesus, that's what you did. You deplete yourself and you become our sacrificed lamb. You become the model of healing for the nations. But please reveal to us on how that could be in our life, and reveal the writings of the ancients, and also reveal what the heck it means now in 21st century. You're good. Amen. How to not get overextended in real estate. So Boaz had gone up to the gate. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. There we go. So Boaz had gone up to the gate and sat down there, and there the kinsmen of whom Boaz had spoken were passing. Boaz said, "Come over, sit down here." So-and-so. He came over and sat down. Boaz got 10 men from among the elders of the city and said, "Sit down here." And they sat down. He said to the kinsmen, "The share in the land that belongs to our brother Elimelech, Naomi, who has come back from the Moabite country, is disposing of it. I myself said to myself, I must appraise you and say, you can inquire it in the presence of the people who are seated here, in the presence of the elders of my people. If you'll act as kinsmen, do so. If not, tell me, so that I may know. Because there's no one to act as kinsmen apart from you, but I am after you," he said. "I will act as kinsmen." Boaz said, "When you acquire the land from the hand of Naomi and from Ruth the Moabite, you will have acquired the dead man's wife to establish the dead man's name over his possession." The kinsman said, "I cannot act as kinsman for myself, or I'll risk my own possession. You act as kinsman for yourself with regard to my kinship position, because I cannot act as kinsman." Now, formerly in Israel, in connection with acting as kinsman and with transfer to establish any matter, a man took off his shoe and gave it to his fellow. This was the attestation process in Israel. So the kinsman said to Boaz, "You may acquire it for yourself," and took off his shoe. Boaz said to the elders and the entire people, "You are witnesses today that I have acquired from the hand of Naomi everything belonging to Elimelech and everything belonging to Chilion and Mahlon. I have also acquired Ruth the Moabite, Mahlon's wife, for myself as wife, to establish the dead man's name over his possession, so that the dead man's name will not be cut off from among his brothers and from the gate of his place. You are witnesses today." So they have an interesting, this is like ancient, when land, your name as a people, your name as a family really matters. And so let's say I have no male kids. So this is ancient times we're imagining. So I die. Now let's say that I have an uncle out there or a cousin. They will actually, in this ancient time, marry Robin and get kids to establish the name. Establish the Miller name. Miller! Huh. Well, and again, this is not wrong. This is just how the culture was then. There is a lot of things that, like, the wrong thing, what's sad is the land is not be able to be properly redeemed by Naomi or Ruth. They needed Boaz. All right. The end of the first day of the 21st century saw a collapse in housing prices in the United States, Britain, and elsewhere, and an increase in the number of people walking away from property they owned but could not pay the mortgage on. Such people would also be aware that the total amount they had to pay came to considerable more than their homes were now worth. At first, the chiefly involved people who simply could not make their payment, sometimes because they had lost their jobs. This week, the newspaper has commented on the way it increasingly involves people walking away even though they have the money to make the payments and are not behind on them. Tragically, it just does not make sense to stay. A man in Miami Beach had contracted to buy a small apartment for $250,000, but knows that similar apartments now sell for $90,000. He'd be better off walking away and renting a nicer home at the beach. So he finds himself in an ethical dilemma. Guess he made a commitment. He should surely keep it. Something like this is the Kinman dilemma. It is nice that the story keeps him anonymous. It saves his family and his family's shame. He's just so and so. The story presupposes the way matters are decided in the village in the traditional society. There is no professional lawyer class. Everything is sorted out by the elders in the plaza inside the city gate. Everything like this is the kinsman dilemma. It is nice that the story keeps him anonymous. It saves his and his family's shame. He's just so and so. The story presupposes the way matters are decided in the village in the traditional society. There is no professional lawyer class. Everything is sorted out by the elders in the plaza inside the city gate. The elders will be the senior members of the household in the village. In the previous chapter, the phrase "all the elders of my people" was more literally "all the gates of my people." At the gate, Boaz manages to bump into the other kinsmen. Maybe we are to see another encouraging coincidence. Here, as the man's happening to show up, facilitate Boaz sorting things out and shortening the period of Naomi and Ruth's and our anxiety about whether everything will indeed work out. Okay. He then gets a quorum from the elders as they happen to be around. Maybe the implication is that the beginning of the day will be a good time to catch people as they were on their way to the fields to get on with harvesting. That is, if they were not sleeping in the fields like Boaz. For the first time, the story refers explicitly to some land belonging to Elimelech, to a share, that is. His allocation within the land belonging to his clan. It is not clear what has happened to the land since Elimelech and his family left Judah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. For the first time, the story refers explicitly to some land belonging to Elimelech, to his share, that is, his allocation within the land belonging to his clan. It is not clear what has happened to the land since Elimelech and his family left Judah for Moab some years ago, though we may guess that he had surrendered it as collateral or leased it to someone who had made a loan to him at the time of the famine. Apparently, it is then in some sort of limbo. Its long-term destiny has not been sorted out, but anyone who wanted to take it over on a more permanent basis will have to redeem it, that is, pay Elimelech's debt. In the meantime, Elimelech's widow, Naomi, is apparently assumed to be its legal owner, though there is no reference in the Torah to widows being in this position. It is an important principle of Israelite law and tradition, as of law and tradition and other traditional societies, that land cannot be bought and sold, though this principle will be ignored as the society becomes more developed, and we have noted how the prophets attack the way some people have managed to become big landowners. The land belongs to God, and by God's will comes under the stewardship of families who can farm it and use what they grow. So Naomi will not exactly be selling the land, and no one else will be buying it, as some translations express the matter. Neither will Ruth be bought and sold. In Israel, Wives are not property that can be bought and sold. Naomi does not have the resources to pay back the loan on the land and thus redeem it. So she is undertaking to surrender that right to someone else, who will then gain control of it and decide how to farm it and what to do with the produce. In this case, there is complication. Like other traditional societies, Israel had a procedure for handling a situation in which a man died without having father or son who would inherit control of the family land. It involved the man's brother marrying the man's widow, with the hope that this union would produce a son who, from a legal angle, would count as a dead man's son and could thus be his heir. What happens in Ruth is a variant on the procedure as it is described in Genesis 38 and Deuteronomy 25. What it has in common with them is the existence of a childless widow. At first you might think that the dead man's wife is Naomi, but the assumption will be that she is not going to be having any more children. And anyway, the situation is complicated by the fact that Elimelech did have a son, and Ruth is that son's wife. For the anonymous kinsman, the trouble is that redeeming the land taken on Ruth and fathering a child who will eventually inherit the land will involve him in significant expenditures and no long-term gain. So, even if so Boaz took it on, but the other guy, if he would have took it and done all this stuff to redeem the land, his son with Ruth will be the one who gains the land. He gains nothing from it. Unless you're like Boaz, who accepts that and just redeems it and it's okay with the loss because he's doing good. Like people who can afford to pay the mortgage to which they have committed themselves, but who know they will lose money by doing so, he is caught in a dilemma. He is not just in danger of failing to make a fast buck. He's in danger of imperiling his own secure possession of his land and thus imperiling the position of the family he already has. He has a clash of responsibilities, so he chooses to give priority to the responsibility he already has. We should perhaps no more criticize that decision than criticize Oprah's decision to go back to her mother's household. It was a judgment call, and in any case, we breathe a sigh of relief because we want the romantic comedy to end the way we have projected. The rule about brother-in-law marriage, Deuteronomy 25, also involves taking off a shoe. But there the widow removes her brother-in-law's shoe and spits in his face because the ceremony involves shaming the man who has declined to do his duty. There does not seem to be as much shame involved in this situation. So-and-so is not Naomi or Ruth's brother-in-law. And both cases, the ceremony symbolizes the man's formal public surrender of his rights or obligations and their transfer to someone else, though we don't know why this particular ceremony should do that. All right, friend. Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I almost said now we can start, but we're doing Bible Project now. Good remembering. Yep, we're in word studies. Admit, yep. And so now we're in agape, love.
So if you've heard of Jesus, you probably know about one of his famous teachings called the Golden Rule. Do to others what you would want them to do to you. And this, actually, is a restatement of something else that Jesus said, that the meaning of life is to love God and love your neighbor as yourself. Now, that's really beautiful, but what does he mean exactly by the word love? It's an unclear word in English, because you can love your mom and you can love pizza. And if the word love means the same thing in both of those cases, your mom's gonna feel real bad. So what did Jesus mean in his language? Well, first of all, this love your neighbor phrase is a quotation from the Hebrew scriptures, where the word for love is ahava. However, the language Jesus spoke and taught in from day to day, it was a cousin language of Hebrew, that is Aramaic, in which the word for love is rachma. But then, as Jesus' followers spread his teachings around the world, they translated them into Greek, using the word agape. But here's what's fascinating. The earliest followers of Jesus, who wrote the books of the New Testament in Greek, they didn't learn the meaning of agape by looking it up in ancient dictionaries. Rather, they looked to the teachings of Jesus and the story of his life to redefine their very concept of love. So one time, Jesus was asked about the most important command in the Jewish scriptures, and he first quoted from the ancient prayer in the Torah called the Shema. Love the Lord your God with all of your heart. So love for God is the most important thing. But then Jesus quickly followed up by saying another command from the Torah was also the most important, to love your neighbor as yourself. So which is the most important, loving God or loving your neighbor? Jesus' answer is yes. To ask the question means you don't get his point. For Jesus, they are two sides of the same coin. Your love for God will be expressed by your love for people, and vice versa, they're inseparable. And so this makes it clear that for Jesus, agape love is not primarily a feeling for someone else that happens to you, like our phrase, I fell in love. For Jesus, love is action. It's a choice that you make to seek the well-being of people other than yourself. Jesus also went on to teach that genuine love for God and others means seeking people's well-being without expecting anything in return, especially from people who are in difficult situations, who can't repay you even if they wanted to. According to Jesus, this kind of generous love reflects the very heartbeat of God. And he took this even further. Jesus said that the ultimate standard of authentic love is how well you treat the person that you can't stand. Or in his words, you shall love your enemy and do good to them, expecting nothing in return. For Jesus, this kind of enemy-embracing love imitates the very character of God himself. Now, we wouldn't be talking about Jesus still today if he had only said things like love your enemy. This is how he actually lived. Jesus was constantly helping and serving the people around him in very practical and tangible ways. And he consistently moved towards poor and hurting people who couldn't benefit him in return. He showed love for the forgotten ones, the people who usually fall through the cracks. And when Jesus eventually marched into Jerusalem, he made himself an enemy of the leaders of his people by accusing them of hypocrisy and corruption. But then instead of attacking his enemies to overthrow them, he allowed them to kill him. Jesus died for the selfishness and corruption of his enemies because he loved them. After Easter morning, Jesus and then his followers claimed that it was the power of God's love for the world that was revealed in Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. As the Apostle Paul put it, God demonstrated his own agape for us in this: while we were still sinners, the Messiah died for us. Or in the words of the Apostle John, God's own agape was revealed when he sent his one and only Son into the world so that through him we could have life. And for John, then, this leads naturally to the conclusion, beloved ones, if that's how God has loved us, then we ought to show love for one another. So Christian faith involves trusting that at the center of the universe is a being overflowing with love for his world, which means that the purpose of human existence is to receive this love that has come to us in Jesus and then to give it back out to others, creating an ecosystem of others-focused, self-giving love. And that's the New Testament meaning of agape love.
All right. So, the ancients, when they wrote about love, where did they model it from? Well, whose actions modeled? Oh, Hebrew. Yeah, but who's like he did quote it. Yeah, but who did the ultimate helping? Right. And so when we try to find a definition for the word, it's we look at Jesus' example. Mhm. Mhm. You know, or like buying a meal, like bringing a meal to someone who needs it. And I think in then sitting down and eating it with them. Let it be more than charity. Get to know the person that's suffering that you're spending time with. Get to know their story. All right, friend. We can start. Epic. Yeah. I don't know. It was great for a bit. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I think I'm just done. Maybe like once they finish the story, I might play until I finish the story. Well, I mean, like, if it turns out there's going to be more and more story, like, then I just won't play. But if it turns out even... But that's a live service model, so I don't think there's ever going to be an ending. That's not, for me, that's not. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah. Ha. Ha.
I got the... I know I got the treasure. More than enough. Clear out the inventory. I'll wait until there's a 1.
Yeah.
Huh? No, it's just the requirement. Just the requirement it needs to open the door. That's it.
Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Huh. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Huh. Huh. Back off.
Alright. Wanna go get the treasure?
Yeah. Ha.
Go full clear mode after I do a second. Milo rabbit.
This is it. Back off! This is it! Back off!
Get a mega elixir.
This is it! Back off! This is it!
Yeah. B-L-A-C-K.
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! This is it! Back off! This is it!
Oh wow. Go fully around like that. Thanks, game. We'll do Moogle. Yeah, I shouldn't have.
Ha! Yeah!
I have enough to
Ha!
clear house.
Ha! Ha!
Huh. T-R-I-E-N-D. Yep. Huh. It's T-R-I-D-E-N-T. Tried it. Let's open the super fancy room. 33, 33, 33. Wow. Oh, I gotta do blue. Sure. Challenge accepted. Okay, that's the red. Oh my god. There we go. Let's see what's in the special room.
Yeah! Huh. Yeah! Ha! Huh. Ha! Huh. Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Huh. Huh.
All right. Mega Elixir. Heyo. 2 become 1. All right. Go towards the key.
Ha!
Okay.
Yeah! This is it! Back off!
Oh, there we go. Boom, got it. All right. Try this holy night. There you are. All right. Mega Ether, Mega Elixir, item card. I do have it now, yeah. So, Mega Ether, Mega Elixir, and just a cheap item card. Alright, I can only do it once, but it's gonna be fun seeing. That's cool. Okay. That's an easy slight. Good damage. Fine. Why not? My it was Mook's build, so Huh. He spelled blade wrong? Or you spelled blade wrong? Oh, that's funny. Oh. Might be time.
Yeah. Ha.
All right, let's see what Holy does.
Light.
That was fun.
Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. Yeah. Light. This is it. Back off. This is it. Huh. Back off. Huh. This is it.
Wait, and go over 100, over 1,000.
Light. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. Light. Back off. This is it.
Oh no, we'll add another helo.
Yeah. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Yes! Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it! Ha! Yeah!
Huh? What video game say? Here, probably. Oh, really? That's funny. I'm not playing a game where that will come out. You can just. I don't know what he's actually saying. All I know, I'm just throwing ice at them. That's hilarious. Love you.
This is it! Back off! This is it! Heal! Power!
Well, you know what this tells me though, Char, is that my extra ice damage does not work with Dumbo, which makes me sad. Meow. So I can actually take him out of the deck. Oh, oh. Sure.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool. Go up. Nope, I've already done it. I gotta go to the next area, the next cutscene.
Ha. Yeah. Ha. Huh. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off.
There we go.
Back off. This is it. Back off. Heal. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. Huh. This is it. Back off.
We'll see what a 3 cloud will do.
Light. Back off.
Yeah, I'm a little bit crazy. Ragnarok. 3 attacks, leap into the air, and fire sheer rays in front of you.
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Courage! Yeah!
I see.
Back off! Light! This is it! Huh. Back off! This is it! Ha. Freeze! Yeah! Freeze! Ha. Fire! Yeah!
No, door is shut. Cannot enter. The way is barred. You cannot enter.
Yeah! Power! Yeah! 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 Light! Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it!
The way is barred.
Yeah!
Cannot enter.
Huh. Back off! This is it! Ha!
Oh,
Yeah! Yeah! Huh. Back off! This is it! Back off! Huh. This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off! Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Huh. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. Huh. This is it. Back off. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Ha. Ha. Huh. This is it. Back off. 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 Yeah. Yes.
Away is bomb. You cannot back off.
This is it. Back off. This is it.
They're pretty annoying. But luckily,
Back off.
like usually the strat, as long as I focus on these and try to get him in the
This is
cross path, he generally gets hit.
Back off. This is it.
And they do a good job making it look nasty.
Ha. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
Come on.
This is it.
You hit me.
Heal.
Prepare for the coming wrath.
Ha. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it.
Ooh, got a monster card from the creeper plants. Oh. Review deck, edit. Look, what's your numbers? What do you do? Stop enemies from breaking cure abilities you use. Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ha. Ha. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. Huh. This is it. Back off. Yeah. Ha.
50. Oh ho. Ooh. Crazy storm time.
The island.
I don't feel like they HD remake the PS3 mini scenes. Everything else got HD remake. This guy again. All right. Let's go, big dude.
Back off. This is it. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Freeze. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Freeze. Ha. Freeze. Ha. Yeah. Freeze. Yeah. Heal.
Oh, there it is.
Ha. Yeah. Back off. This is it.
Oh my god. Focusing on the wrong parts.
Back off. This is it.
Oh.
Back off. This is it.
Oh.
Back off. This is it. Back off.
Okay.
Yeah. Ha. Freeze. Yeah. Yeah. Freeze. Ha. Yeah. Freeze. Yeah. 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 Rah. Yeah.
I was hitting A to break it. Bah, this game. Go.
This is it. Back off. This is it. Yeah. Yeah. Freeze. Yeah. Freeze. Back off. This is it. Yeah.
Finally.
Back off. This is it. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Freeze! Freeze! This is it! Yeah! Yeah! Heal! Ha! Ha! Back off! This is it!
Come on. There we go.
Yeah!
Don't want that.
Yeah! Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it! Ha! Yeah! Heal!
Go top off. None of that nonsense.
Back off! This is it!
There we go. So, 0 lick. How are you doing, friend? Dark side.
Okay, I have to keep her safe. Nominee! Can you hear me?
Nominee.
Nominee!
Sora, you really came for me.
It's you! It's really you! I've been through so much just to see you.
Yes, I wanted to see you too, but this isn't right. I messed up. I wanted to see you, but this isn't the right way.
Nominee?
I was lonely for so long. I just couldn't bear it anymore. So I called out to your heart and had you come all the way out to this place. You
Aw.
came for me, and I'm so happy, but to your heart I had to.
Don't worry. I'm here because I promised that I would protect you.
Sora. Thank you. And I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be in this picture. That's true.
What?
Namine?
Nominee.
That isn't me. I'm not there. I don't really exist inside your heart. I don't exist in anyone's heart. I never have existed anywhere.
What are you saying? What's gotten into you? Weren't we inseparable? Always together? But then you had to go away. I came here so I'd never lose you again.
Whew.
Was it really me you wanted to see?
Of course it was. I know I've forgotten a lot of things in this castle, but never anything about you. Look, you gave this to me, didn't you?
You have it. My good luck charm. No, Sora, you can't believe me.
What am I supposed to do?
Think, Sora. Think just one more time about who's most special to you. Call out to that piece of memory that glimmers faintly deep inside your heart. No matter how far away the light gets, your heart's voice will always reach it.
Who's most special to me? That's an easy one. It's you, Namit.
It's a lie. So it's a fake memory. Huh. Oath Keeper. Nope, now it's
Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Rah!
see what that new card does that I got. Copies the enemy cards your opponent is using. That's cool.
Huh. Yeah!
I imagine it's not to keep though, just for battle.
Ha! Huh. Yeah! Huh.
I'll be right back. Mute this. making Jesus awesome. There's nothing better than his story and testimony, and the writing that declares him. There's someone who had all the privilege, who laid it down, and then also takes on our sin and corruption and puts it upon him, and now we have his purity and his good life. And I want that for you. So, back at you, my friend. I think I saved. Yeah, I saved.
Naminé!
Nominee.
It isn't you. The person most special to me. It's not you, right?
No. The girl you really care about. The one who was always with you. It's not me. It's her.
But then who is she? 'Cause I can't think of her name. If she's so special to me, then why can't I remember?
Because I went into your memories and...
Let me explain this.
Huh?
Plain and simple. Your memory is a train wreck. You're not the one who's meant to protect Naminé. It's supposed to be me! But you and your messed up memories are always in the way. Sora!
Oh, this again. Let's go.
Freeze!
Oh my god.
Drop! Back off!
Get ready! Vanish!
This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off!
Drop!
This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it!
Get ready!
I'm hitting 8. Oh, that's infuriating. To have the zeros a lot closer.
This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off!
Get ready!
Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it! Heal! 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 Back off! This is it! Back off! There! This is it!
Forgot to not this one.
This is it! Back off! This is it!
Alright, he's super aggressive.
Back off! Freeze!
Oh, mistakes made.
This is it! Back off! This is it!
Luckily, he's super aggressive.
Heal! This is it! You gotta be kidding! There! This is it! This isn't the end.
No. Oh. Finally, done with him. Yeah. Sarika replica. Oh. All right. Check out my food. I'm a hungry bear. You picked the right time, Char, because
Hello? Alright, come on right as he gets off.
Oh, so hey, man. I was actually muted when I said hi. I just have ramen cooking, and so right now it's on the last part, so it's simmering. I mean, like,
Fancy.
you know, packets of ramen, not the fancy ramen. But there are two.
You can make them fancy even with the packets of ramen.
I mean, the
You
fancy.
add your own spices.
No, the fancy thing is I'm gonna add Tabasco sauce later, but the fancy thing is eggs. Cook it, boil an egg or two with it.
Yeah. Are you near the end, I guess?
I think so. Just learned that Naminé is implanted in his memory, and so now he's like,
Yeah.
thanks for not spoiling that for me.
Wait, did I spoil it?
No, I said thank you for not. That wasn't sarcasm.
When could I have?
I'm saying thank you. I mean, when I played or you talked about it, you could have said like, "It's not as you seem" or something like that.
Want some more? Ah!
I mean, I've already spoiled something by just saying you play the game again, but that's about it.
That's the only spoil.
That was more extending your enjoyment spoil than spoiling.
Mm-hmm.
Riku. Looks like I win.
Riku! Stop!
You are through!
I said stop!
Riku?
That's a doll.
Riku? Riku! What did you do? What did you do to him?
Broke his heart. I'd say more like she smashed it, really.
Smashed his heart? Then what's gonna happen to Riku?
He has
Oh,
quite
you're
the
so
maniacal
much
laugh.
fun to watch. If it's a Riku you're worried about, then don't. Because Riku was never really here.
What do you mean?
Do you really think I'm just gonna say it? That's too easy. Oh, what to do?
Quit the games!
You could definitely tell that they didn't
Have it your way,
HD
then.
update the
I know it'll
cutscenes.
kill you to hear this, but I think I can live with that.
Yeah, I think
That
that's
thing
just the
lying there is
PS4
just
version
a puppet
because I know
that
they
Vexen
didn't
made as an experiment.
HD
No
them.
more than
I
a
think that was one
toy.
of the things that I did the mod for, was so that way it would do the HD textures
Oh, you
from
modded
the
it?
PS. Yeah, I did so that way it would do the PS4 the actual version of the textures, because a lot of this stuff renders are really either low resolution or it's using the PS3 variant textures, even though there's higher definition ones are out on the PS4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I could these cutscenes. They're like,
Ooh,
You
yeah,
could
they're
tell.
spicy.
It's laughable, really. It called
And
you a fake.
I'll be honest, I did the mod thing with it too, so that way it would break less often. 'cause I had a
oh,
couple
does the
issues
second
with
one
that.
break often?
All the Kingdom Hearts games on the PC do.
Oh,
But it was
Or-
a fabrication all along.
the first one. I don't think the first one. Besides,
You
the
had to
whole-
mod it after all.
I never modded the first one.
Yeah, you did. That's how you got the autosaves. I remember you having them, at least at one point.
Oh, I don't. I never modded. I only ever played the base game.
I explicitly remember having you do it to begin with once.
Oh, okay. I probably need to check my memories. Oh,
You're a chain of memories.
my chain of memories.
Not Riku.
That was bad.
A
I know.
fake?
Uh-huh.
Fake in every possible way. It was only finished recently. How could it remember anything? You get it? Its memories with Naminé were just planted, not real. Yup, that means all this time it's been picking fights with you over memories that were counterfeit, trumped up, and completely bogus.
Nominee.
Isn't that the truth, Nominee?
Nominee.
Oh, so cute. But behind this
You're having
little
fun with
face,
that, huh?
you do
Oh, yeah.
awful things.
It just has that cadence. You just have to say it like that.
Nominee?
Nominee.
You're so stupid. Don't you get it now? That's what Nominee's powers are about. She can enter, rearrange, and even create new memories of anything, even things that never happened. The girl you've been trying to protect all this time is really a manipulative witch who shackles people's hearts.
Then my memories are all...
Oh, you do get it. Lies, lies, all lies. Just Nominee's illusions, nothing more. Binding you in the chains of your own memory was central to our trap. It
Oh, name
makes
drop.
me tingle to think how easily you were duped. So close to it, we were almost there. This was our only chance to turn the Keyblade Master into our puppet, but that jerk Axel, he used Nominee to betray
Nominee.
us. So now, I'm left with no choice but to eliminate you.
You'll pay.
Don't! Huh? It's a little late for the witch to grow a conscience. Last time I checked, you're the one who fooled around with his memories, creating this mess.
I know, but
I should tell you that I'm in an extremely foul mood.
You think I have no lightning
Thanks
attack?
to you, all our plans are ruined.
Nominee!
Nominee.
What's this? Are you upset? And you don't even actually know her.
Maybe not. But still, I made a promise.
What?
A promise I made to Nominee to keep her safe. Maybe my memories are fake, but the promise is real to me.
And I have a true heart.
That's why I'll keep it.
You're such an idiot. There is no promise, and there never was. You're just delusional. Must you insist on playing the hero? Whatever. If that's the way you want it, you're going down alone!
Oh, his kids are back.
Donald! Goofy! You found me!
Of course we did. We were worried about you.
And we promised that we would protect you.
And these are also memories though. So it's like his memories are fighting.
You won't ever be alone. It's always been the three of us, and we stick together.
And that is how it's going to stay.
Okay. Have it your way. More pain for you means more fun for me.
Freak!
Oh my god.
Lightning!
There we go.
This is it!
Wow.
Back off!
He takes a lot of damage from.
Lightning!
This is it!
Man,
Vanish.
she's taking so much.
Lightning! Lightning!
Back off!
I remember it being one of the top.
Vanish!
The one that had the hardest fight was the last Riku fight, Riku puppet fight.
How do you
That
like
was
this?
hard.
Back off! Heal! Yeah!
You're much more magic than I was, so you're probably a lot better.
Goofy!
Whoa!
Oh,
How do you like this?
I'm gonna lose this. Oh gosh.
Also, don't forget you can use your heal card in combos too.
Yeah, that's true. I need...
I do remember one thing is that I'd recommend having at least 2 heals in your deck.
I have 3 heals. It was just, which makes me think now that I should actually. That's what I.
And some way to.
I'm gonna use them with friend cards actually, because usually
Either that or have a double heal.
Because I have 3 heal cards next to each other. There we go.
Yeah, like you'd have 2 and then like another one that is your first one. So that would do a big heal, but it would keep them. Or either that or a way to reload them after using them.
Vanish!
Oh my gosh.
Back off!
Okay.
Lightning!
This is it! Back off!
I mean, I'll be in there shortly. Actually, I'll just do that now.
Perfect timing. I'm also eating.
Oh, I can hear it in your mouth.
I just had to say it because I know you don't like. One of us doesn't like hearing eating while on the mic, but I just had to say it because
That's David.
we're doing the same thing.
to be a lot more frothy, but it's okay.
get a little bit on the thicker side, but that's probably because my mom used to also make mac and cheese like a soup,
Mm.
and I was not a big fan of it. Literally drinking the macaroni.
Ooh.
This is it.
Lightning!
Back off.
Vanish! Vanish!
Stop myself from backseat game too much.
This is it.
How do you like this? Lightning!
Filthy.
Loyal!
Vanish!
Darn it. Mm-hmm. I wonder, does it queue scene if I just run by them? Yeah, I really gotta talk to Riku. Oh, it just says you gotta talk to the thing.
Vanish! Lightning!
Back off.
Vanish! How do you like this?
This is it.
Lightning!
Heal.
Lightning!
Back off. This is it.
You're done!
Back off. This is it. Back off.
How do you like this?
This is it. Back off.
Lightning!
Yeah.
Lightning! Lightning! Vanish!
Yeah.
Lightning!
Goofy.
Loyal!
Vanish!
Heal.
Lightning!
This is it.
I feel
Back
so
off.
bad.
This is it.
Vanish! Vanish! Lightning!
Back off. This is it. Back off.
You're getting on my nerves! You have no heart!
Goofy.
Light!
Freeze.
Vanish!
Freeze.
Lightning!
Heal.
No escape!
This is it. Back off. This is it.
Vanish!
Back off.
You're getting on my nerves!
Yeah.
You have no heart!
Come on.
This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off.
This can't be happening!
Hey, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, that's what you do. Is you break the yolk, and it makes. It's pretty much like a poached egg style, Char. When you like let the yolk, when you break down your noodles.
I refuse to lose. There's such a bunch of losers. I think I'm fainting. No, this isn't the way. I won't allow.
You must be Nominee.
Nominee.
It's good to meet you. We're friends of Sora's, and my name is...
You're Goofy, And you're Donald.
Yeah, but how did you know that?
Congratulations, Sora! You finally found your friend. I'm so happy for you.
Gee, there sure are a lot of questions. Naminé, I know this probably won't be easy for you, but could you tell us what happened?
Of course. It's my fault after all. I took the people and memories that were inside Sora's heart. And little by little I replaced them with false memories.
Hey, what about Sora's promise?
Made up. It was fake. Sora never really promised me anything. Me being with him on the islands, that was a lie, just like everything else. We never met. I was never Sora's friend.
And you were never anything more. Either.
No. You see, in all of your true memories, I was never really there.
Gee, then that must mean it was your magic that made the rest of us lose our memories too. Is there any way for us to ever get them back?
I can fix everything. If we go to the 13th floor. But Marluxia, he...
Bet I know who that is. Was he the fella who made you tamper with all of our memories?
If I didn't obey, he said I'd be locked in this castle forever. I've been alone for so long.
So you did what he told you to do because you were lonely?
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. Please don't cry.
Oh. Of course. I know I really don't have the right to.
That's not what I meant.
What?
It's like this. I'm really not happy about you messing with my memories. But, you know, I can't really get mad at you for it either. These memories you gave me. In my head, I know they're lies. But they still feel right. Like the promise I made. I said I would protect you and that I wouldn't make you cry. Not ever. Naminé, if you cry now, I'll feel guilty, like I let you down. So don't cry. Please. Until I get my memories back, smile and try to be happy. It's easier on me that way.
Sora.
Oh, brother, that's a bit much.
It's okay. Sora always gets like this every time he's around a girl.
Aw, cut it out. I thought you both lost your memories too.
Too bad. Good friends don't forget the good stuff.
Come on. There. That's it. That's the Naminé I remember. Yeah, I really liked it when you used to smile. Of course, that was really only in my fake memories. But what I'm feeling now definitely isn't fake. It's real.
Thank you.
Well then, let's go.
Oh, boy. I can't wait to get my memory back.
I'll make her a fighter.
Naminé? Marluxia is gonna be up there, so maybe you'd better stay down here.
Yeah. Maybe you could look after Riku? We'll come get you when it's over.
Okay. Please be careful, Sora.
I'll be okay. I promise.
At the end of Kingdom Hearts, he's the only one who gets locked up in the darkness, right? Or does Goofy and Donald also get locked up?
Did you see? I think it shows all three of them in the beginning cutscene.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was wondering if that was his memories. I know.
I mean, if there's anything else, I don't know if it'd be a spoiler or not, so I'm not gonna say it.
I'm just trying to remember on the first game. Because I beat the first game, I was like,
The end cutscene of the first game and the beginning cutscene of this game is intertwined.
oh, they're same? Okay.
They're intertwined, I believe.
Huh. Huh.
Might be misremembering it myself, though.
Oh, for the first time. So I'm going to have to... Then we'll go through the run and get our memories back.
Nothing ever could happen.
Who was it? Who's most important to me? Nothing.
Can't you remember?
No, I only remember Namine. Come on, do you guys remember anything at all?
No, sorry, Sora. It's important, but I just can't remember. I don't want to be, but I'm getting scared.
Then we should really make a promise.
Huh?
What you said back there kinda got my brain thinking. Whenever you make a promise that's super duper big, maybe it gives you the courage to face the scary stuff.
Courage.
Yeah, let's do it. And if we get scared, or in trouble, or even if we get separated.
Or even if we sort of forget each other.
Whatever happens, we're friends.
All for one and one for all.
Musketeers now. Ooh. Training limit. Ooh.
Yeah, quick.
Oh.
Rip.
Just running in like that. Set up what? Oh. Well, I have to first get... You first have to give me,
Back off!
This is gonna be non-goofy, but I don't really have to set up anything.
This is it!
Oh, you're just going all water.
Yeah, because the idea is, since I got the card that boosts ice damage, and the one person who does mainly ice damage is now KO. Oh, they're both Donald.
This is it!
Like, why don't I just go full ice?
I mean, it seems mostly to be very good at like single target or just
freeze.
Oh,
fair enough.
If worse goes to worse, I can just smack him.
Heal!
Alright, let's try this. Does it start? Oh, shoot. Does it start with Goofy or Donald first?
Attack.
Oh, attack and then those two. I see. Oh, there we go.
Take this!
Oh, that's a pretty attack.
Pretty attack.
Huh.
Heal! Back off!
So I don't know what the buttons are on keyboard, of course, but I think there's buttons to like go halfway down your deck.
Oh, really? I'm using a controller because the keyboard and like the mouse will randomly break.
Oh.
And so it would just be on the screen no matter where I move. Like the part where the mouse is supposed to go invisible would just stop working. And so
press up on the D-pad then. That might be served.
no,
Or left to right on the button.
no.
And I think one of them is like quick to the reload as section though.
Yeah, none of them.
If you go further away, then maybe try clicking down.
Back off! This is it!
You know, just hit you.
Oh, actually.
Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah! Heal!
Oh yeah, so the up button is to the start of the deck and down is to the shortcut.
They're not doing it. It's just going up and down. Oh, left
You might
and
have
right.
it
It's left or right.
Must be different than. It might have been changed.
Freeze!
Oh, come on, stop recovering him.
But yeah, like
Yeah!
that'll be useful if you do the shortcut part if you ever set it to anything.
Yeah! Freeze!
Oh,
Yeah!
there we go.
Yeah! Heal! Heal! Back off! This is it! Huh. Back off! Free!
Yeah, I'm gonna change my deck for these little ones.
Yeah!
Because then now they're starting to re-add. They weren't doing it in the previous floors for those
Yeah! Heal! Take this!
be done. Do this one. No.
So do you have any shortcut cards selected then?
Oh,
Because I remember about it.
the shortcut cards.
Yeah, that's the one where one of the buttons on the like. I don't know if it's a left or right, but it goes straight to that card.
Oh, that's nice. And then, will it go straight to the space even if you use it?
I don't know, but also you could also do the other button goes straight to the first of the deck, and then you could like go backwards from the start of the deck.
Yeah, I'll do that because that's for.
So you could have the shortcut like halfway through it. Like if you need like, if you had like a different like pattern in the middle of your deck as like a combo breaker. Outside of the just say 0.
Oh. Why do I have 4 right there? What was I thinking? That. Put a higher number.
And remember the special effects of the attacks don't actually do anything unless you actually use the card itself, I think. Like by itself.
Oh, that thing.
No, like not the premium thing, but I mean like it's saying it's like
Yeah, the special
not very-
elemental. damage kind of thing. Yep.
Yeah, like when it says special attack card with fire-based elements, that just means it does fire by itself, I think.
Yeah. Careful. Pass it there. Are you just weirded out by the eggs? It seemed like you didn't even eat it. So I know you like egg. Well, that just, it tastes the same. You didn't even try it. Yeah. Higher number of cards in here. Lower chance of them breaking it.
Could throw one or two premiums in there for like a if you have a really low number on something.
Yeah. Does it seem like one thing that's cool about these is even if cards that I've used in combos, they bring them back.
Yeah, I think any of them that say recovers all instead of reloadable might do that, since those say reloads all attack and magic cards.
Makes sense.
You probably don't need that first elixir, the super elixir, because you don't really reload too often because you have a really big deck. You might be able to get away with a normal elixir there. Because of the reload counter, like if you reloaded the cards themselves.
Yeah. Just in case as we go against bigger numbers. That's the whole point. Yeah. If I ever needed 2 reloads. Because the idea is I do burn
I mean,
through,
you can reload without them too and get
I burn through my ice cards. And since the ice cards are in the front, a normal reload won't bring them back. And that's why I have 2 of them.
Because you like to do a lot of the combos.
Well, if you look, yeah, because if you look, the card I have equipped, I have this and it instantly boosts all my ice damage.
Yeah, fair enough. I just was thinking because you could just use the ice spells by themselves too.
Well, if I'm doing combos, then that won't be. But the combo does more damage than the base ice damage. Also, I don't have.
I'm very tempted to give you a quote-unquote pro tip, but I'm not going to unless you ask for it.
Okay, what's a pro tip?
One of your enemy cards I'd very much recommend having on your deck for your boss scene.
Which enemy card?
Go down. Oh yeah, go up. Jafar Genie. Yeah, that one.
That means from break-in attack cards you use. Makes sense.
Which is extremely big if you don't want your combos to be broken.
Do you think can you have 2?
If you have enough points.
I meant, can you have them activated at the same time?
Oh no, they cannot be activated at the same time.
That's the only thing.
Because your other one only lasts for 2 reloads also.
True. Yeah, it's 2 reloads and
I mean, that quite literally also means basic attacks also, or basic combos.
Yeah.
But that's that's what I like. Yours works just fine. I just like the option of having unbreakableness.
Yeah. So now I think about it, if I do this, I can do the combos, like I can do the powerful low number combos. That will take too long.
Ragnarok is pretty nice for some parts, but yeah, that's definitely a load number one.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of those are on the ground also.
Yeah.
I think the reason why Ragnarok is nice is because it's anti-air also.
Hmm.
But that's it. But ice, baby.
Yeah. And since my cards are so high already,
Yeah, you have a lot of high numbers.
and it's hard for them to break the high number cards.
If you had a lot more low numbers, then it'd be a different story.
Yeah. And then also the ones that the combo where it's high numbers is really strong.
Yeah.
So like once I do all my ice and I have just the high numbers, then like the high number combo. Is
The low
really
number
nice.
combos are also pretty strong too, but of course they get broken super easily.
Yeah. Hmm. Why not? Even if I'm just hitting them, it's not bad.
If you're hitting them in a row, and it's the third one being the combo is like.
Okay, that makes 17. 17 plus 7 makes 24, so I'll be over
C
the number.
plus. But honestly, that's fine. Good numbers though.
Need an 8 to make sure I'm at 23.
Oh, you're min-maxing that numbers now.
I always min-max it. So what I do, so this is how I work. I do the ice combo.
Mm-hmm.
And then after all the ice combos, that's when I do the dash 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 attack.
Yeah. You actually have enough. I was gonna say, oh, you were a little bit over. I thought it said you had 1060, but no, you were
1, 2,
7 over.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So right there. So I
You
can
have 20 exactly.
So I can have a 9 right there and be fine. I know. I'll actually I need to bring this one down. Okay.
You can't even have a 7 on that card. You're gonna have to use a different card with, and
I'll do this 7. There we go.
you could probably do that one 9 actually.
Well, then it'll go over 23.
It shouldn't, because that one is the base one. It should be like 18 or 19 instead of 20.
Sure.
It was the base Keyblade card.
That's 7, 14.
The Kingdom card, yeah.
Plus 8. Makes 22.
Oh, you're talking about those numbers. I was talking about the like card point numbers.
So what? It's again. So I do 3, then 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, the top right. I have room for 4 more, but that's fine. These are all high enough. I think we're good. But right now, while we're running through here, yep, I'll have this deck equipped. There's nothing here that is immune to wind. And I can just keep on spamming that. And actually, any of these. The value of all cards by. So when it says power up attack cards, does that also mean Sly, or that just means whacking them?
Not sure about that.
Oh. Oh, only 5 Slies. Beast running speed. Heart missile attacks. I mean, in every range? Let's try it. Let's try the double attack. Over. That's fine for right now.
That is the wrong button, sir.
All right. Clearly is the last room, so become a shopaholic in this room. Use all my Mooga points.
Yeah. Ha. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Ha.
Roxas has arrived. You have me as a card. That's good. I may have forgot who. I think Roxas is the lightning girl.
Nope, it's someone giving you tips.
Oh, do I have? I don't think I have.
You just put them in your deck.
Oh, did I? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, he's from the newer games. And so I don't know who that is.
He is shown in this game.
Is he shown in this game?
Pretty sure. Either that or in the newer one. The one afterwards, like, pretty sure he's introduced in this.
All right.
Just loosely though.
All right. Let's what's the word? Oh, wow. All high numbers.
Maybe not introduced in this one, but definitely referenced this later.
Let's.
After all.
Is this? Oh. Roxas says that he thinks it's a secret boss from this one. Loot boxes away!
Something getting the cheaper ones always.
Oh, I'm getting them all. I was just starting off with those. 3, 6, that 600.
Yeah, each one.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to get them all. I want higher ice cards, so I'll just get all the ice right now.
But little did you know, you were gonna get everything but ice.
I could take more items cards.
Oh, that's a good elixir. That's just a. That one was a 0, which is
The only problem is if they quickly do another ability.
But if it's a big one, that's still beneficial one way or another.
There we go. Alright, if I have a hard time, then I'll go rebuild my deck, but I'm feeling particularly not doing that. I do have Oblivion Oathkeeper cards. And that's what you're talking about. Right there. Yeah, and right there. I think that's a special room.
It's shiny. I just think so.
Back off!
Oh, that is cool.
Win! This is it! Back off!
Oh, 20 attacks. Okay, so it doesn't work towards special
Alright.
stuff. Now we know.
It's over!
Yeah, well, they're in that visible state.
This is it! Yes! Back off! This is it! Back off! Heal! This is it! Back off! Ha! Take this! This is it!
Oh my god.
Ha!
You want to read now? All right, let's do it. All right, friends. If you're new here, we find hope in King Jesus and the ancient writings of his people. And so right now we're actually finishing the book of Ruth in the Tanakh, the Old Testament. So welcome. Hope you can join us with that. If not, I understand. And so Broham and I play video games about Monday through Friday. We also know like wisdom is the path of wisdom is setting daily habits. And this is a daily habit for us is we do reading in between the funness. All right, do you want music while I read? No music? All right, let's do it. Ruth chapter 4, verse 11 to 22. How David got his grandfather. King Jesus, you're holy, amazing. We take this time and gosh, we're so thankful for you. Thank you for creating the world, creating humans and our minds. And we take the raw material and make great stories, great visual arts as video games. We also take a moment that we are here in our United States of America, very privileged. So please reveal to us on how to lay down our privileges for the other like you have done, King Jesus, so that we can live a resurrected life as you have resurrected. You made it all possible. Amen. The entire people at the gate and the elders said, you want to hydrate? Oh, hydrate is a good idea. Let's do it. And then before we start, let's take care. Actually, yeah, after. Oh, you did? All right. After I'm done, I'll take care of my bowl. It's 3:42. I think. Did I read that right? Yep, 3:42. All right. The tired people at the gate and the elders said, we are witnesses. May Yahweh make the woman who is coming into your house like Rachel and Leah, both of whom built up the household of Israel. Do well in Ephrath. Make a name in Bethlehem. May your household be like the household of Perez. whom Tamar bore to Judah. Through the offspring Yahweh will give you by this girl. So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. He slept with her, and Yahweh enabled her to get pregnant. She bore a son, and the woman said to Naomi, Yahweh be praised, who has not left you without a kinsman today. May his name be renowned in Israel. For you he will be one who renews your life and sustains your old age, because your daughter-in-law who cared about you has borne him. She who has been better to you than 7 sons took the child and put him in her arms and became his nurse. The neighbors named him, saying, a son has been born to Naomi. They named him Obed. He was father of Jesse, father of David. This is the family history of Perez. Perez fathered Hezron. Hezron fathered Ram. Ram fathered Amminadab. Amminadab fathered Nachshon. Nachshon fathered Salma. Salmon fathered Boaz. Boaz fathered Obed. Obed fathered Jesse. And Jesse fathered David. I was talking to a friend yesterday who has long been interested in researching into her family history. And she told me how she had discovered some time ago that both her parents had been divorced twice before they married each other. A friend of hers had discovered that her own parents had divorced and then remarried each other. That reminded me of another friend who discovered that his father must have been convinced when his grandparents were not yet married. We may well have idealized impressions of our parents and grandparents from the time of their middle age and old age, but it can turn out that their earlier lives were much more complicated or colorful than we realized. It's a risky business investigating your family history. You may have thought your family was respectable and find out that it was not. On the other hand, you may discover that your family is no less respectable than previous generations. This genealogy of David feeds into the genealogy of Jesus in Matthew 1. People slighted the honor of Jesus' mother, who got pregnant before she was married. But Jesus' genealogy shows that God has long been at work through women who were the victims of prejudice or through women respectable people wouldn't approve of. Tamar is in his genealogy. See her story in Genesis 38. Rahab is there. See her story in Joshua 2. Bathsheba is there. See her story in 2 Samuel 11. And Ruth is there. Jesus has a Moabite ancestor. The story of Ruth, Naomi, and Boaz ends up as also a story about David. If you're the child of one of David's many marriages, including the adulterous and murderous one, you might be encouraged to find that your father had the story of Judah, Tamar, Perez, and also Ruth in his ancestry. More generally, you might well be an Israelite who was inclined to idolize and idealize David, and the close of this book will give you something to think about. It might warn you about making a plaster saint out of David. It would also make you think again about your attitude towards people such as Moabites. You could hardly be as prejudiced as you might otherwise be when you know that David had a Moabite grandmother. The Bethlehem community, the people in the town where David will be born and where Jesus will be born, are people who pray that Ruth the Moabite will make a contribution to the building up of the household of Israel as a whole that is equivalent to that of Rachel and Leah. They will have in mind all the 12 clans, and thus everyone who belongs to Israel, because the sons born to Zilpah and Bilhah, the servants Rachel and Leah encouraged Jacob to treat as secondary wives when they themselves could not conceive, will also count as Rachel's and Leah's. They also pray that Ruth will make a contribution comparable to that of the offspring of the incestuous union between Judah and Tamar, which was the origin of the Bethlehemites themselves as part of the clan of Judah, and God answered their prayers. I don't know whether Israelites also grinned at the last words of the Bethlehem woman. I remember reflecting when we got married that it wasn't really our occasion. It belonged to the bride's parents. Well, they were paying. Everything's a bit different nowadays. Later, I discovered that when your first baby is born, that isn't your occasion either. A son has been born in Naomi. Yet this comment rounds off one important theme in the story as a whole. You could argue that this book should be called Naomi rather than Ruth. Its first paragraph relates her quadruple family tragedy. the exile and the death of her husband and 2 sons. The rest of the book is then the story of how her life gets rebuilt through the commitment of a daughter-in-law and a kinsman. But long ago, Naomi has already made the best theological statement, the best statement of faith. In the book, God has not abandoned his commitment with the living and the dead. And the woman's comment reflects that this is indeed so. We can put the point another way. One of the contributions of the book to the Old Testament is its concrete illustration in the person of Boaz of what it means to be a restorer, a kinsman, a guardian, a redeemer. The importance of this portrait lies not least in the way Israel took the figure of the kinsman and the action of the restorer as an image for God and for God's action as restorer. The kinsman's vocation was to accept an obligation to care about members of his family in a way that expressed itself in a willingness to spend his energy and resources to make it possible for their lives to be rebuilt when that was needed. That was what God did for Israel, treating Israel as members of the family, asking no questions about whether they deserve to be in the mess they are in, and expending energy and resources to make it possible for their lives to be rebuilt when that was needed. The images surface most often in Isaiah 40-55 in the context of the exile, when Israel especially needs such restoring. The book of Ruth does not explicitly describe God as Naomi kinsman, or guardian, or restorer, or redeemer, but behind the action of Boaz in fulfilling that role is God's fulfilling that role. The close of the book points to its theological significance by linking Ruth's story to David's. The names Salma and Salmon in successive verses are variants of the same name. Until this closing paragraph, you might think you are simply reading a short story about some ordinary people's ordinary lives and the way God is involved in them. But it is typical biblical stories about ordinary individuals show how they relate to God's wider and longer purpose. This is indeed a story about God's involvement in the story of Israel as a whole, a story that comes to a climax with Jesus, as Matthew's genealogy points out. It encourages readers to wonder how God's involvement in their everyday lives relates to a much bigger purpose. It encourages them to raise their eyes to a bigger horizon. It also issues one of the Old Testament's recurrent reminders that God is concerned with the whole world. God's concerned with Israel's interrelates with that concern. God's concern with Israel interrelates with that concern. Admittedly, it does so in a paradoxical way. God's concern with Israel is not just for Israel's sake, but for Moab. And Moab itself makes a contribution to the achievement of God's purpose. So we're back into that theme, where God's purpose to bless the world is going to happen.
We're already done with Ruth.
We're done with these 3. Yeah, Ruth's a small book. We're in the place where we're going to do a lot. There we'll be running just a couple small books, especially once we get into prophets.
5 chapters.
Nope, pretty short. Well, we're about to. So God's purpose, it's going to happen no matter what.
No matter if tsunami comes, no matter if
So even with our wayward rebellion, it still happens. And even so, and also what's really cool, crazy cool is that the people who are not considered be part of the people,
God
you know, the
wants it.
in group.
God wants it to be.
Yeah, he multiple times show that people who you won't think are faithful are actually the faithful ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also did that with Caleb, which sounds like dog. Caleb. I said Caleb, but that's what you heard, and that's okay. So Caleb, or in Hebrew, it's like he is non-Israelite, but he turns out to be one of the most faithful and doesn't die in the desert. And again, this is a showing.
God uses people that you wouldn't think would be used.
And so what's crazy cool is these people are in the genealogy of King Jesus. So that means this is Jesus' great-great-great-great-great-grandma. We just read.
Great grandma.
Yeah. All right, friend, we can start.
Or
Alright.
can you?
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta take care of my bowl.
There you go. No, you can't.
Actually, don't have anything elemental with them. It turns out that the monster card I use. It only works for basic attacks.
Gasp! Having to hit them with your own blade yourself.
I know. You know what? I'm going to use Ragnarok. I'll use Evil Jafar.
Let's see if it works.
I think what Ragnarok takes 7 and 9.
Total.
Yeah, total.
So you get a total of 3 threes.
Does that have to be the same?
No, it's like
Whatever.
that's the top that you can do. You can do it for 2 and 3, for example. Or for 2 and 1.
I'll just do
Or
3.
3 and 4 to 0.
I'll just do 3, 3, 3 to make it easy. That's enough of that. Tornado is so good. Against mooks. Gravity, right. And summon card. If somehow after all that they're still alive, I'll just smack them with some big number cards. There we go. Yeah, let's put these in the front. I need a top off. Oop, forgot to hit main. Oop, there we go.
Oop, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool ice ability. Cool.
Yeah.
There we go.
Heal. Back off. Win. Win.
Push back here.
Back off.
Oh. I see. So it's one big ability. I thought it was going to be one of those where I hit A to shoot, like with Mushu.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be.
Back off! Wind! Wind! This is it! Back off! Back off!
Oh, that's cool. So it goes after the next one.
Wind!
What's back here?
Yeah! Rah! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Huh. Yeah! Huh. Yeah! This is it! Wind! Wind! This is it! Back off!
It's really good for auto, I mean, at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
This is it!
Huh.
Wind!
Get back here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a fancy looking treasure. See what?
This is it! This is it! Heal! Back off! This is it!
Man, these ones are. I might as well just save my attack and just hit them.
Yeah, yeah, ha! It's over! Ha! Ha!
Ah.
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Wind! This is it! Back off!
There's so many of them.
Wind!
Raging storm. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, so it's just shiny. That's it. Oh, I see.
Back off. Wind. Wind. It's over. Yeah. Heal. Back off. Wind. Back off.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, I can imagine being really good against a boss.
Yeah,
Or
maybe
just-
that's what I was thinking.
Like the,
It's been a while. I'm sorry.
that's cool.
No way.
Like, yeah, the probability of it. Which one's this? Let's. That's the Y. Sonic Blade. Oh, Sonic Blade. Iron Rock. That's the jump.
Oh yeah, isn't Warp just skip the fight?
And let me all Amy say, Amy's that Vanish will not drop prices, pretty much. You know what? We'll just. Now big summon abilities that. Ooh, definitely do that. That's cool. You're here. You are. Mega Ether, Mega Elixir, and item card. Mega Ether.
Didn't it say Mega Elixir?
Mm-hmm. Mega Elixir. And then just a random, the cheapest item card, which I think is just the potion. Alright, I got some stuff to get rid of. Why not? Powder War takes so long. And why not? We'll throw in another. Actually, I mostly just have magic cards, so I'll just do Mega Ether. There we go. Perfect. Hmm. Oh, hello there, cutscene. That sounds about right. Oh, that's
Yeah. Light. Back off. Wind. Wind.
Oh, I guess I don't get you went. Oh, okay.
Wind. Wind. Force. Wind. Yeah. Ha. Light. This is it. Wind. 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 Huh.
Oh. Hit by it, see what happens.
Light. Back off. Huh. It's over.
Oh, I got all the slices.
Yeah.
Which one did you just get?
Mega Flare.
I think that's pretty good too.
Oh yeah, I definitely see. It sounds like a good one.
It sounds mega.
It does sound mega. So I think it was Mushu and 2 attack cards. High numbers.
What number of cards do you need?
I just need. There it is. Yeah. Oh, fire.
You are now a Firemancer.
There we go.
Take this! Heal! This is it! Wind! Wind! Back off! This is it! Back off! Wind!
Yeah, actually, I think the wind and attack cards is actually, it's a lot quicker, and also probably does the most damage when tries trying to take out mooks as fast as possible.
AoE.
All right.
Oh, are you sure you wanted to do that for your boss killing deck?
That's not my boss killing deck. My boss killing deck is this one.
Okay.
Don't give me a heart attack like that, man.
It's just dumping everything out all at once is always going to be a hard time.
Luckily, there's no resistances to wind, I've noticed, which is nice.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
actually don't know, so it might not be. I had to just let you know that I don't actually know, just in case if you thought I was spoiling.
Not that. I should do magnet spiral also. Not tornado. Is it judgment? Oh yeah. Roll the keyblade towards the enemy for multiple attacks. Magnet hits. Ooh, magnets here. Magnets here. Alright, and this is all missile attacks, so the one who raises missile damage. You do. Make sure we always have healing in the mix. Healing is essential. There we go. Put those high levels just in case if somehow the attack draws out. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. 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 Try this out. Nope, I need to equip it. Well, it's already equipped. Oh, it does hurt you. Okay. Now we know.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Heal. Force. Yeah.
Wait, what? I did that wrong. Okay.
This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it.
Huh.
Force. Back off. Aha! Goofy!
Loyal!
Heal! Donald! This is it! Yeah! Ha! Back off!
Hmm. Oh, I'm a silly goose. It's double gravity, then attack.
Oh
Double
God.
gravity, then attack.
On.
Take this!
Oh,
Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it! Huh. Huh. Take this! Heal! Take this! Huh. Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off! Huh. Take this! This is it! Heal! Take this! It's over! Yeah! Heal! Take this! Back off!
I'm doing as much damage as I hope it would.
What does?
The tornado attack.
Back off! This is it!
I thought you said it did a lot more damage than you thought it did.
I thought it did, but using it and just.
Back off!
Maybe they're resistant to wind after all.
Take this!
Oh.
This is it! Donald! Donald! Heal! This is it! Yeah! Ha!
There we go.
This is it!
What? 6, 9. Good. I just have to make sure to physically attack the. There we go. I'll make him stop. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay.
Back off!
Oh yeah.
This is it!
Having overpowered ice attacks is so much damage.
Back off!
Can't help yourself.
This is it!
Oh, it's like just how much damage it does compared to all the other spell attacks is crazy. When
I think those are just generally those raid attacks, the like throwing the keyblade ones in general.
This is it!
Yeah, but then also
But yeah, the ice damage bonus helps.
yeah.
Back off!
Pulse.
This
I
is
think
it!
lightning was pretty strong too, but also you have the ice bonus one. So
Back off!
the lightning raid. But ice.
It's over!
And then
Heal! Yeah! This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Back off! Freeze! Back off!
Oh my.
This is it!
Oh, I didn't know that they were able to. Huh. Man, that range. Okay, where is my healing? There it is.
Heal!
Alright, that's it. Get these guys out of here.
This is it!
Oh, no, wrong one. Gosh darn it. This is how I deal with these guys. Okay.
This is it!
Nope, you're focusing on the wrong guy. Oh.
Back off! It's over! Yeah! This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off!
Ah,
This is it!
there we go.
Back off! This is it! Heal! Back off!
I have so many levels. The zeros rarely get used. Huh. I guess I have 14 blue zeros.
All the magic zeros.
Yeah! Back off! This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off!
Come on, there you go. Nope, not doing this.
This is it!
Alright.
This
You are-
is it!
After all, this is it.
Yeah! Huh. It's over! Yeah! Huh. Back off!
Ah,
Ha!
Oh, my bad. There we go. Man, they give such big health pools in these later levels.
This is it. Freeze.
There we go.
Yeah, heal. 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 Ha. Back off. This is it. Ha. Freeze. Ha. Freeze. Ha. Freeze.
What loot box do you win today? A loot box for a loot box.
Dun, dun.
This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Ha. 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 Yeah. Ha. This is it. Ha. Freeze. Freeze. Ha. Ha. Heal. This is it. Yeah, freeze. Freeze. Yeah. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. Freeze. 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 Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. This is it. Back off. Heal. Freeze. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Back Back off!
All right, Charlie, leave in 7 minutes, my friend.
This is it! Back off! This is it! Huh. Back off! Huh. This is it! Huh. Back off! Aha! Aha! Heal! Back off! Yeah! Ha! This is it! There! Freeze! It's over! Goofy!
Loyal!
So that anything could happen card also does some weird effects in battle.
Ha! Ha!
Oh, I see.
Back off! This is it!
So May is considered a martial. Huh.
Back off! This is it! Back off! Huh. Huh. This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off! Heal! Donald! Yeah! Ha. This is it! Back off! This is it! Huh. Back off! This is it! Back off!
I can see what you mean now. I don't need to have the super one on because for some reason I was thinking when I use a reload card it also brings a number up like to number 2 on the manual reload. So that's a dung goof. So I only need elixirs. You're right. 8 elixir.
It's really good for really prolonged battles where you're like at reload like 4 or something.
Mm-hmm. For battles that I find myself manually reloading.
This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off. This is it. Ha! Yeah! Ha! This is it. Back off. Huh. This is it. Back off. Huh. This is it. Huh. 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 Back off. Aha! Back off! There! This is it! Back off! Huh. This is it! Back off! This is it! Back off! It's over! This is it! Back off!
It's 5 o'clock, Char. Let's wrap it up. Save. Oh, my money. Where did you go? All right, Usin, love you. I'll catch you
I'm
on.
gonna do like card packs.
I'll catch you on later tonight if you're
Later.
on. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Peace or good day. Should catch you guys on later if you guys want to be on there.